What's good, JMoney crew? You already know who it is. It's your boy, the ballin' JMoney, and I'm back again with another pocket billiards pool video. Today's video, I'm going to show you guys another drill that I personally came up with, and I'm only saying me personally because it just came out of the blue when I was working on one of my live videos from the other day on TikTok. And by the way, if you guys have not followed me on TikTok, I will have the link in the description below of my TikTok profile, because I will be doing a lot of live videos on TikTok doing pool sessions. So if you guys have not followed me on TikTok, click the link in the below and follow my TikTok. But anyway, let's get back to what I was saying. So I got something that's very interesting, because this type of drill I've never seen anybody else do. Nobody talks about it, or nobody posted a video that I've seen that talks about this particular drill. But I call this the in-between drill. The in-between drill is basically you're trying to score the main ball in between two object balls and into the pocket. That's basically what it is. That's why it's called in-between, because you're going in between two object balls right here and you're trying to score. Now, this might seem very difficult because these balls are really close together, but right here, that's the margin of error, as you could tell. So if I hit the object ball and it hits another ball, then of course I'm going to miss the shot. The 8 ball is not going to go in. But if I can get through this part in between two object balls and I can score, then that means your straight shots are very consistent. Now this is great for straight shots, but you can try to work on this shot with angles. And you don't have to have the balls these close. Like, you can have it a little bit further out if you want. It depends on your comfortability and your difficulty level. But if you're a professional player watching this, let me know in the comments section. But if you're a professional, try to score with that margin of error. That's pretty challenging. But if you're a beginner or an amateur like me, you can have the balls a little bit spread out. But I'll show you guys all 3 levels of how this drill would work, so you guys have better understanding. So you want to set up the object ball. If you guys look at a bowling ball, for instance, you see how you got 2 holes on top, 1 on the bottom. You set it up just like that. 2 holes on top, 1 on the bottom, just like a bowling ball. Okay? So then you set up the ball straight down with the object ball, with the cue, and you're just going to try to score. Just like that. So that's the in-between drill. That's just for like a beginner. So let's say we bring these down a little bit. We position the object ball right there. Okay? And we're going to do it again. Same thing. We'll work on your straight shots. Then for advanced, we're going to cut this down a little bit smaller. Now let's see if I can do it. I'm going to put the ball right there. Alright, let's see if I can get the 8 ball in between. Same thing. So if you can try to get the 8 ball right in between the 2 object balls, then your shot is straight. Now for the more advanced players, let's say you want to get these object balls a little bit spread out. So let's say the cue ball is a little bit angled. So let's say we want to get these small as possible. I want to make sure this is right. Alright, so let's say we're going to have a little angle. You got a little angle on the cue ball. Same thing. You want to try to score in between the 2 object balls, regardless of where the cue ball is. So if we want to narrow it down a little bit more, let's see if I can score just a little angle. Cue ball is not completely straight. Well, let's see if we can do it. So as you can tell, you see I messed up, because the 8 ball made contact with the object ball. So that would mean a miss, obviously. So you guys would know that. So let's see if I can do it again. We'll make sure this is even. We're going to try to make sure these are pretty small. We'll put the ball right there, line the cue ball with a different angle. Now let's see if we can do it. Just like that. So you see I had a little angle on this shot. The reason why I enjoy this drill very much is because you're not trying to like just, hit the ball with force, but if you can get the object ball in between two balls every single time and score, then you can be an elite player doing this. I love this drill very much, and I was studying this drill yesterday and days before that, and I just wanted to make sure that I perfected it before I gave you guys a demonstration. Now, of course, I showed you guys how you could do different levels of it. And of course, beginner players, they can have the balls out like this. They can have the 8-ball here, anywhere. They put the cue ball here and try to cut it, the 8-ball here. There's a lot of positioning involved in this. But if you guys are a basic beginner, just have the balls like this. And then you can work on your straight shots, just like this. Position, position. You just try to go right in, just like that. But then again, if you want to challenge yourself, you want to be an elite player like myself, get those object balls very, very small, very minimum space. And you can score this shot every single time. You can get this, if you can get that ball in between these two, you can be an elite player doing this. You can work on your straight shots with this. You can work on bank shots. You can work on cut shots. There's a lot of ways you can work on this. But I gave you guys a simple idea of how the in-between drill works. But I thank you guys for watching this drill. If you got any other questions about this drill or any of my other videos I have posted in the past, or even future videos I might come with, if you guys got any ideas or what kind of sessions I should demonstrate or actually have a conversation about, let me know in the comments section. I would love to do whatever you guys ask me on when it comes to Pocket Billiards Pool. But other than that, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment on this video, as I mentioned already. And most importantly, if you're not a subscriber, click that subscribe button. I want to get more and more people in my channel so you guys can get these type of videos. So this is, again, the in-between pool drill. Basically what it is. It's basically going right in between two object balls and into the pocket. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace. I'm out.